Philip Crowther. Philip Crowther.
Is it embarrassing to you that the other party denies climate change?
No, it's because first of all, I'm not a member of that party.
Stupid question. Go ahead. Anybody else?
What will you tell the president about the Iran nuclear deal?
Oui, oui. Je vais juste dire, donc je suis très heureux pour ma part d'être là.
The Iran deal is a disaster. They're testing missiles, and what is that all about?
These boats everywhere. They've come a long way inland. This is the road, by the way, that leads to the airport. And at that airport, there are people who are waiting to be evacuated, who are still waiting 1 week on to get out of here.
I asked him about a potential successor for Nikki Haley in the Oval Office.
What are you thinking about for a successor?
Well, we have a number of people that would very much like to do it.
What's the situation there like this morning?
It was a really quiet night, actually. It almost seemed too quiet at times after what had come before.
Und in Venezuelas Hauptstadt Caracas bin ich jetzt verbunden mit meinem Kollegen Philip Crowther.
Heute, der 1. Mai, ist traditionell ein Tag für Proteste und Märsche hier in Venezuela.
Talking to us here on Euronews now.
Yes, today's protests seemed anemic. What's happening now?
There are big protests underway here in Caracas and indeed also in other parts of Venezuela.
On attend donc l'arrivée du président américain. Il est déjà sur place. At the end of the day, there has to be a communique. There has to be a final statement that all countries agree upon.
We still don't know for sure, but just explain the significance of this.
Well, there's some good news in there from what Hugh Schofield just reported, that the structure might be saved.
Desde Washington, aquí comienza El Mundo al Día y estas son las noticias.
No creo que veamos un partido tan dividido como lo vimos ayer. And this is the kind of thing that nobody really wanted to read or hear.
It was pretty extraordinary when you think about it. Philip Crowther, thanks so much for coming in.
She is somebody who was attacked on stage by many of the lesser candidates, as was the former Vice President Joe Biden.
Oder ist das ganz aber echt kontraproduktiv?
Republikaner an den Präsident Donald Trump haben einen Deal von diesem Debat geguckt und sie werden sich gefreut. Faltam 5 meses para a primeira votação em Iowa. Desde Houston para a VOA em português, foi Philip Crowther.
The other breaking news here, also reported
They
by
appear to be better prepared. You mentioned the National Guard there.
Very much part of this strategy. You might have heard the latest explosion there just behind me. This is very much the strategy of Muammar Gaddafi slowly coming closer to the city of Benghazi. We've seen the tactics so far have been aerial bombardments first, then followed.